Can't see this failing.
Come on, mate, I've not got all day.
Yoinks!
But our head would still be in the box. I can't imagine that working. Did that work, Hacker?
No, failed to think it through, Ian.
Ah, but it's gone out! Oh!
What's wrong with you?
I thought you...
No, it's just the magic of TV, Ian.
Email in cbbc@bbc.co.uk. More historical suggestions for things Hacker can do with his box. But right now, it's time for...
Sorry, I've got no head!
Ah! Ah!
What's the matter?
If mummies, rats and fleas ain't your thing, and you don't like the sound of an exploding king, if you're easily scared and don't laugh at poo, you better turn off, this show ain't for you. Still watching? Then let's test your brains with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Hello and welcome to Gory Games with me, Dave Lamb.
And me, Rattus. This is the show where you get to test your knowledge of horrible histories with truly gruesome, gory games.
Yeah, so if you're of a nervous disposition, a bit squeamish or easily shocked, then this show is not for you.
Right, that should have got rid of all the parents. On with the programme.
Yes, let's meet today's horrible historians.
Hi, I'm Lucas. Hi, I'm Zoe. Hi, I'm TJ.
Right, just to get us in the mood, I've prepared a little warm-up game from the Georgian era.
Rattus, tell me this isn't another one of your harebrained ideas.
No, it's a genuine Georgian game from the Highland Games of the 1820s. It's called Twisting the Cow.
Twisting the cow?
In front of our four players is a cow carcass. All they have to do is twist its legs off.
Yeah, sorry, our contestants can't do that.
Of course they can. The cow carcass is really rotten, so the legs will practically drop off.
No, what I mean is they can't do that because it's disgusting. Sorry, Big Tony, can you help me get this out of here, please? I'm not having this. Oh!
We have a winner!
Oh! Right, I'm going to need a new shirt, and when I get back, I do not want to see this useless carcass. Or a dead cow. Lucas, Zoe, and TJ. You are playing to win year spheres. Each year sphere contains a historical date, and at the end of the show, your year sphere dates will be added up, with AD dates being added to your total and BC dates being subtracted from it. So, if these were your year spheres, your total would be, Rattus?
4?
Oh, dear. It's 735, actually. Did you even go to school?
I once lived in a sewer near a school, if that counts.
It counts better than you do.
Oi!
At the end of the show, the person with the highest year score will win a prize to take home and keep.
One picked out by my fair paws.
In which case, it's probably one to take home and throw away. Right, let's get cracking. And to find out what this round's about, it's over to the gory grid.
It's the Rotten Romans.
So, 4 questions on the Rotten Romans coming up. The person who gets the most right wins the year sphere. And your 4 Roman topics are emperors, luck, executions, and parents. Lucas, please pick away.
I pick emperors.
True or false? Emperor Domitian was so scared of being stabbed in the back, he stood with his back against the wall all day long.
So, true or false? Let's have a look at those answers. Everybody has gone for true. Let's find out if you're all right or all wrong.
It's false. But he did have the walls of his palace polished like mirrors, so he could see behind him.
That's no point so far. Plenty of time to catch up.
Ever worried someone's after your job, Dave?
Hardly likely, is it? They'd have to work with you, Rattus. Zoe, it's your turn to pick a topic.
I pick luck.
True or false? We Roman ladies believed it was good luck to comb our hair with the spear of a dead gladiator.
Show me your answers, everyone. Everybody's gone for true again. They all agreed last time and were all wrong. What about this time?
It's true, though it wasn't such good luck for the gladiator.
No, absolutely not. Excellent. We're all off the mark. TJ, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Execution.
Is this true or false? A popular Roman execution method was to smother your victim in honey, then cover him with angry wasps.
Let's have a look at those answers. Everybody's gone for true again.
I can tell you, it's true. The wasps would sting him to death.
Please do not try this at home.
Not even with your PE teacher.
Not even with him. Look at that. 2 points apiece with one topic left to go. The last topic is parents, and that is a question from Rattus Rattus.
If a Roman child angered their father, then the father could sell them off as a slave. Is that true or false?
They've all gone for true.
No.
3 true answers again. Rattus, put us out of our misery. Are they right or wrong?
It's true. And if they were really angry, the father could have the child executed.
Yes, so next time you're badly behaved, be thankful your parents aren't Roman. OK, well, you've drawn, seeing as you've agreed on absolutely everything. 3 points apiece. That means we go to the buzzer tiebreaker. First one to buzz in and give me the correct answer wins the year sphere. Beginning with the letter G, what name was given to specially trained warriors who fought in the Colosseum? TJ.
Gladiator.
Gladiator is absolutely right. TJ, you've won the quiz. It's time to choose your year sphere from our trolley wally.
All right, TJ, come and pick your year sphere.
Nobody knows which one contains which date, but be warned, one of them could be a Stone Age date worth millions of minus points.
Are you sure that's the one you want?
Yeah.
OK, I'm off.
So winning the quiz means that TJ is automatically through to play the Roman game. But will he be alone or will everyone get to play? Let's find out. It's an all-play gory game, so that means it's off down the time sewer with a lot of you. Go on, TJ, lead the way.
See you, Dave.
Bye. See you, Zoe.
Bye. See ya.
See you, Lucas. The Roman Empire didn't get so big without the Romans being ruthless. It's time to play
Savage Siege.
When attacking an enemy fortress, Roman armies would use catapults to lob in rocks, beehives, and wait for it, the severed heads of any defenders they'd captured. Your challenge is to fire as many missiles into your fortress target as possible. Ready, steady. So it's Savage Siege. What they have to do here is catapult a number of different objects into the basket. There's a head on the way there.
Oh, TJ's got one in straight away.
A decapitated head has been flicked into a basket, and that's a cause for celebration. They've got lots of different objects here. They've got rocks. There's a rock. Lucas loading up a rock. There's a beehive, which he's going to attempt to fling in. TJ, that's fallen short, but he's got a head in there, so he's in the lead by a head, Rattus.
Quite literally.
Absolutely. By 2 heads. There's a second head landing nicely. Well, it's an excellent start from TJ. And it's a decent start from Lucas. He's landed one there in his net in the end lane. Here he lines up a head. Oh, and that scores 2. They're neck and neck. Well, head and head. Now, Zoe, that's a better effort. She's put that into TJ's
Oh,
basket.
no.
Well, that won't count, I have to say, Rattus. And why should it? You know, it wasn't him who put it in there. But Zoe, TJ is putting plenty in there himself, though, isn't he? He's forged way ahead of Lucas now, who's dropped back dramatically. TJ's on the point of mastering this, isn't he, Rattus?
He certainly is, Dave. The skill to this game appears to me to be vary or pull on the catapult in relation to the weight of the object being catapulted, with the stones weighing twice as much as the head and the beehive being a variable weight depending on the number of bees and honey on board.
Superb analysis, that, Rattus. That's years of experience coming through from Rattus there. Oh, one bouncing out from TJ. 1 miles over the top from Lucas there. Extraordinary effort. Well, there's the bell.
30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds of disembodied voice agrees with me. Lucas now. Is this the beginning of a comeback for Lucas? Oh, and there's one for Zoe. Finally, she lands one, and TJ re-establishes his lead. Clear blue water for TJ. Another one for TJ. Extraordinary effort. Zoe pops another one in his basket. That won't count either. Lucas is suddenly finds himself miles behind. TJ, 8 points scored now. An extraordinary effort. What an aim this man has. 9 stones. Extraordinary scenes here.
Time's up.
It's all over.
all over.
It's all over. The Savage Siege is at an end. The heads, the rocks, and the hives fall silent. And TJ is king of catapults. It was tremendously exciting. But way out in front was TJ. Please, collect your year sphere. You were absolutely brilliant at that. And Zoe, TJ was doing well enough on his own without your help. What happened there?
I don't know. I just don't think my aim was right.
And Lucas, you started off with an absolute rocket, didn't you?
Yeah,
is
but
good.
it just went wrong.
It went wrong. Are you going to blame your equipment?
Yes.
Good. It's the equipment's fault. So, to find out what's next, it's over to the gory grid.
It's the vile Victorians. Good day.
So 4 questions again, and here are your all-important Victorian topics. Schools, Crimean War, parlourmaids, and gadgets. Zoe, it's your turn to pick first this time.
Schools.
How were you punished at a Victorian school if you left ink blots and finger marks on your work? A, being caned, B, having to do the work again, or C, death?
So is it A, B, or C? Let's have a look at those answers. Everybody has gone with A. Well, let's find out if they're all right or all wrong.
The answer is A, you were caned. Usually with a specially thin cane because they hurt more. You weren't punished by death. Even Victorian schools weren't that bad.
No, thankfully they weren't that bad. TJ, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Gadgets.
Gadgets.
Prop question, prop question, prop question.
This is a genuine Victorian gadget. But what was it for? Was it A, a backside protector for schoolboys when they were caned? He loves all that stuff. Was it B, a belly warmer for coach drivers? Bums and tums, loves them both. Or was it C, a headache cure? So, show me now. And at last, they have disagreed on something. The actual correct answer is B. It was a belly warmer for coach drivers, so Lucas picks up the point.
Hey, do you want to know the best way to keep your belly warm?
What's that?
Plenty of fur.
Not something we can all do. Lucas, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Crimean War.
Crimean War. Practice in your own time.
Which of these items of clothing does not take its name from the Crimean War? Was it A, the balaclava, B, the Wellington boot, or C, the cardigan?
OK. Let's see your answers now, please. Up they come. Zoe and TJ agreeing on B. Lucas out on his own again on C. Ratus, which is it?
The answer is B, the Wellington boot, named after the Duke of Wellington, famous from the Battle of Waterloo, and that wasn't part of the Crimean War. The cardigan was invented by the Crimean officer, Lord Cardigan, and the balaclava was named after the famous Crimean Battle of Balaclava. Oh, I've just come over all Brady again. Oh.
At last, a bit of peace and quiet.
I'm up again.
Couldn't last. Never mind. Everyone on 2 points. Excellent. Last question this round is on parlourmaids, and here it comes.
A parlourmaid in a posh Victorian house had to work long days. But just how long were their days? Were they A, 12 hours, B, 14 hours, or C, 16 hours?
So, a parlourmaid had to work very long hours, but just how long? Let's see your answers now, please. Wow, Lucas and Zoe agreeing on C. TJ striking out on his own on B.
The answer is C. Maids worked 16 hours a day from 6:30 a.m. till 10:30 p.m, but they did get paid nearly £6. That's a year, obviously, not per hour.
I'd have done it for that. Lucas and Zoe, it's fingers on buzzers time to decide the fate of the year sphere. Beginning with the letter S, what did all children have to attend after a new law? Lucas.
School.
School is the correct answer. Well done, Lucas. You've just won your first year sphere. As the quiz winner, you're also through to play the Victorian game, but will it be just you or will the others get to play too? Let's find out. It's a single-play brainy game, so I hope your brain's feeling ready. Lucas, get yourself down that time sewer. Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Designer, engineer, visionary, and rubbish magician. Yes, back in 1843, one of the Victorian age's greatest minds got a coin stuck in his throat while doing a magic trick. He eventually managed to dislodge it using a clever device. It's time to play Barmy Brunel. Your challenge is to work out which cog goes where. Once they're all in the right place, you can turn the wheel and flip Brunel upside down to dislodge the coin and win your year sphere. But be quick, you're against the clock, which is starting to tick now. So, Lucas is underway on this Balmy Brunel challenge. He's got a very small one in his hand. Well, that's not going to go in there. I can't imagine he'll leave that there. Oh, he's left it there.
I'm not entirely sure he understands the principle of cog mechanism.
Yes, I don't think you're going to get Brunel moving very far with that tiny little fella lying next to the main crank cog. There's Brunel lying there. He's not going to be doing anything, I don't think.
Dave, I have to say, a technological marvel is just one of the phrases that does not describe this machine.
Have to agree with you at the moment. Mind you, having said that, once the cogs are in the right place, it definitely does work. The trouble is, Lucas doesn't seem to understand the basic principles here. That's not touching anything. That's not going anywhere. It's looking grim for Balmy Brunel. Yep. No, that's not going to work. Ratters, pass me that letter. Maybe now's a good time to mention we've had a lovely cake sent in, Ratters, by a Mrs. Jones of East Grinstead. It's a lovely strawberry cake, and we're absolutely delighted to receive it. So thank you very much, Mrs. Jones. We'll have that with a cup of tea later on.
Was that the one with blue icing?
That was the one with blue icing.
I just found that a bit odd.
What do you mean? Have you eaten it? Ah. That's a shame. I was looking forward to that.
30 seconds remaining.
So just 30 cake-free seconds remaining now. Thank you, Rattus. And it's not happening for poor old Lucas. It's very different, though, isn't it, Rattus, when you're actually down there under the bright lights, when the pressure of the moment's on you. It's all very well sitting up here and seeing how it works, but once you're down there, it's a different story.
Oh, quite right, Dave.
It's just not going to work out for him here. I think he's running out of time now.
Time's up.
And he has run out of time, so poor Balmy Brunel is going to have to choke to death, and it's all Lucas's fault. Not really. Welcome back, Lucas. Take your place behind the podium. No year sphere, I'm afraid. Brunel designed all sorts of amazing things, including what was, at the time, the biggest ship in the entire world, the SS Great Eastern. Unfortunately, when the ship was launched, the engine room exploded, killing 6 people. The horror of the explosion gave Brunel heart problems, and he died.
That's not funny at all.
I know, we should probably move on. Over to the gory grid to find out who's up next.
It's the terrible Tudors.
4 questions as always, and here are your 4 Tudor topics. Jobs, executions, nuts, and cures. TJ, it's your turn to lead off.
Execution.
Executions.
How many executions was I responsible for in my lifetime? Was it A, 720, B, 7,200, or C, 72,000?
Is it A, B, or C? Show me now. Interesting.
The answer is C, 72,000, which coincidentally is roughly my daily intake of calories.
Revolting. So, TJ, what a start. 1-0 up. Lucas, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Jobs.
What did my groom of the stool have to do? A, look after all my royal furniture. B, wipe my bottom. Or C, help me up onto my horse.
Let's have a look at those answers. So Lucas and TJ agreeing on B, Zoe going out on her own with C.
The answer is B. He had to wipe my bottom, which was a busy job, given how much I like to eat. Oh.
Yes, it might sound like a dreadful job, but groom of the stool was actually a much sought-after position because it meant that you were close to the king.
Much too close.
In many cases, much too close. Zoe, pick a topic.
Cures.
Hope you're feeling brainy. Here's my question. What was a Tudor cure for feeling sick? A, swallowing powdered human skull. B, licking a live toad. Or C, eating minced rat brains.
Well done. Zoe and TJ going for A. Lucas out on his own with C.
The answer is A, swallowing powdered human skull. Hope you got it right.
Wow. How on earth they worked out that swallowing powdered human skull would make you feel less sick, I have no idea. OK, TJ has an unassailable lead. He's 3-1-1 up. Collect yourself a year sphere, TJ. So, TJ, you are through to play the Tudor game, but will it be all play or will it be you playing all on your own? Let's find out. It's an all-play brainy game. Well, it's time for you all to clear off down the time sewer. Lead the way, TJ.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, TJ. I love the way you say goodbye to me every time.
Bye, Dad.
Goodbye, Zoe. Elizabeth I liked to look good. Only problem was, she didn't look good. Her skin had been trashed by smallpox and lead-based makeup, so she preferred to have portraits of her younger self copied rather than have artists paint how she really looked. It's time to play Puzzling Portraits. Your challenge is to assemble 2 perfect copies of an Elizabeth portrait. The only problem is, your 2 puzzles are made out of differently shaped pieces. Fiendish. Complete your puzzles quicker than the other horrible historians to win the year sphere. In 3, 2, 1... And they're off. They've got to build 2 identical portraits of Queen Elizabeth here, but the pieces for the 2 pictures are cut in different ways, so it's a real problem for the mind, this one. A real problem for the mind. Zoe making an easy start. Lovely.
It's a considered start there, Dave, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. TJ there has a first piece in place. It's a big piece.
He's gone right for the centre of the picture there, Fizzog.
It's a lovely technique, that, to get those big pieces down nice and early. And I have to say, Zoe seems to be doing extraordinarily well already, Ratters.
She is. She's storming ahead here. Come on, boys. I could have painted a portrait of Queen Elizabeth quicker than this. Granted, it would have been a bit rubbish. Come on, Zoe. Come on, Zoe.
She's doing extremely well here. Look at this. This is tremendous. I can see the Queen's head twice there, and I haven't been drinking. That is a tremendous effort. Look at this. She's absolutely steaming along here.
Come on, Zoe! I don't think the boys have actually seen how fast Zoe's doing here. They're almost napping.
Yeah, I can see an awful lot of empty yellow space there and quite a lot of empty green space as well, whereas Zoe is there. She's actually done it. Well, congratulations, Zoe. That is fantastic. Welcome back, Zoe. Collect your year sphere. Let's hope it's a good one.
I'm not very good at puzzles. Not bad at mazes, though, for my years as a lab rat when they were testing intelligence-improving drugs on me.
The drugs didn't work, then?
No.
No. Time for the final round. Over to the gory grid one last time to find out what we've got.
It's the vicious Vikings.
No quirky quiz in our final round. It's straight to our big all-play Viking endgame. And it's a scary one. Everyone, get back down that time sewer now.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, TJ.
Bye, Dave.
Bye. It's 793 AD, and the peaceful tranquility of the island monastery of Lindisfarne is about to come to an end. And how? It's time to play Viking Attack. You are defenseless monks. Your only hope of survival is that the Vikings won't find you. Every time you step on a sinking, squeaking wooden panel, you'll be sent back to the start. Reach the end of the path, and you're faced with 2 doors. Behind one is freedom, behind the other is a Viking. Find him, and you have to start all over again. First person to escape wins the year sphere. Ready, steady. So here we go then with Viking Attack, and they've all just got it wrong straight away. That's
Immediately wrong there.
Everyone back to the start.
Completely wrong-footed themselves, quite literally.
They literally did exactly that. Look at that monk in the background. Oh, he was sinister. They're not sinister, they're very peace-loving people, monks. I don't know why we're afraid of them. Oh, there's one there. Anyway, back to the game. It's a very, very cagey game, this. I've not seen anyone patent the dab technique yet, which would be, I think, we'd have to outlaw, where you dab your foot down at the panel that's in front of you, just to see if it's going to move. Sensibly, they haven't tried that. Oh, look at Lucas. He seems to be doing extremely well here. He's made it well over halfway already. There he is. Oh, you see it go down there. That's what happens. The panel depresses, it gives a squeak, and you're back to the start.
This is squeakier than the biannual Mouse Gorgonzola Cheese Festival. And that was squeaky.
It's an absolute squeak fest, that event. I've been to it many times.
I think one of the difficulties with this game, Dave, is actually the fact that you can hear the other floorboards squeaking at the same time as your own squeaking floorboard, which makes it quite tricky.
But the thing that's the giveaway is your foot will sink down if it's you.
That's absolutely right.
So Lucas is back up there. I think he might be going all the way here, Rattus. I don't want to get overexcited too early, but one more step and he's done it. It's a solid step. Now he's got the 50-50 choice. Is it freedom or is it miserable death? It's freedom!
Freedom!
And there's the trademark dance. And why wouldn't he dance? He's just had his life saved. Welcome back. Lucas, help yourself to a year sphere. Time to count up those year spheres. And remember, AD years are added to your total and BC years are subtracted from it. So, despite the fact that there's an imbalance in sphere numbers, anyone can still win at this stage. Lucas, we'll start with you. Show me your first sphere, please. 1918 AD, the end of the First World War. Let's have a look at your second one. 1805 AD, the Battle of Trafalgar was that year. That's a total of 3,723. That is an excellent target. Now, Zoe, seeing as we're only up to the year 2011, this could be a problem for you. Let's have a look at what you've got there. Oh, it was 1788 AD, the first European settlement in Australia. TJ, it's all down to you. 3,723 to beat. Can you do it? Let's have a look at your first sphere. 1199 AD, death of Richard the Lionheart. You're up and running. Let's have a look at the second one. 1415 AD, Henry V beat the French at Agincourt. You need 1,110 to win. Let's have a look at that final sphere. 1840 AD, Queen Victoria married Prince Albert, and that means today's winner with 4,454 points is TJ, who gets to take home the incredibly rare star prize. Incredibly rare in that it's incredibly hard to find prizes as bad as the ones Rattus comes up with. So come on then, Rattus, what's today's epic disappointment?
Well, for your information, this prize is actually a beautiful ring dating back to the 17th century.
That actually does sound pretty good.
Unfortunately, this particular ring belonged to a victim of the famous pirate Blackbeard, and as the ring didn't slip easily off the finger, Blackbeard did what any self-respecting pirate would do. He cut the whole finger off!
Rattus, you have surpassed yourself.
Ooh, thank you.
Not a compliment.
Well, congratulations to TJ!
Yes, there you go. TJ, congratulations. You might want to put it somewhere you can't see it. Well, it just remains for me to say thanks to our champion TJ and thanks also to our gallant runners-up Zoe and Lucas. And no thanks whatsoever to Rattus.
Your growing frustration is thanks enough, Dave.
You've been watching Gory Games. Goodbye.
Was that show messy enough for you? Or would you have preferred a little more poo? Have you had your fill of blood, guts and gore? Or have we left you still wanting more? Well, keep watching. We'll be back again with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Hello, I'm a shouty man, and I'm here to tell you about a great new CBBC offer. You can get an exclusive Horrible Histories musical treat today, and it's completely free. Just text CBBC to 80313 and get this Dick Turpin song direct to your mobile phone.
I became a highwayman.
Is there a catch? No, but there is a limited number and only one per phone, so be quick. Plus, make sure your mobile can get MMS messages, play MP3 files, and always ask permission first. You can even get full terms and conditions in the help section on the CBBC website. So what are you waiting for? Get your Horrible History song today.
Bap, bap, bap! Hey, we're on a roll, people! Hooah! Still to come, dead gorgeous, but right now, time for this.
I've got a box. An old box, that is.
Yeah, all day today you've been emailing in with things that Hack can do with his old box. Let's read out some of your suggestions. First one from Bethany. Hi. Bethany says Hacker should use his box to hide from the plague because he could get fleas.
Well, the joke's on you, Bethany, for I already have fleas.
Why is the joke on her if you've got fleas?
I don't know. Oh, there's a scratch.
You've got... I'll not touch you anymore. Okay, next one's from Johnny. Hello, Johnny. Johnny says you could use the box as a scary Viking mask to scare Ian.
I will. Ian?
Yeah?
Would you just put this thing on my head?
And you're not going to scare me, are you?
No.
There you go. And you can pop it on.
Ian! I'm a scary Viking! I will damage you!
Oh! That was
wasn't
scary. Finally, Saja. Hello, Saja. You well? Saja said you could use it as a Viking ship and sail across the sea.
Well, that's just what I should do. If we go to the wide, that's good. I will jump aboard my ship like a good one.
Go on, then.
No!